Kia ora. Cool, it's navigation time, so let's get into it. So, we have got the nav as an ID, and then we've got unordered list, and we've got the list items, and we've got A tags. So there's a bit to do. Alrighty, so hashtag nav, curly braces. So first thing we should do is let's give it some height. I'm going to go for 50 pixels. We might change that to EMs later. Do I want it in the middle? Text align, center. Could choose left or right. And then we could push things apart. The font size, font size. Now I'm going to go for 1.2 EMs. So if 1 EM is approximately 16 pixels, so that means 3 EMs would be, what's that, 32, 48. 1.2 is just a little bit bigger than your normal paragraph font. So we'll have a look at what that looks like. And, remember, a lot of this is testing things out and looking at what things look like. So let's do it. Cool. Okay, so I can see the text. It's a little bit bigger than that. Perhaps I might try 1.3. Yeah, cool. That looks like a good size. Yeah, I'm going to change those H2 headings soon, so it's all right. I need to get rid of these spots. So the decorations, now they belong to the list items, so it's not yet. And if we were to look at this using inspect, what we've got now is navigation. And so you can see that's a navigation area. The unordered list, oops, oh yeah, that's and those are the list items. In the navigation, I've got a bit of, I haven't done anything to it yet, really. Yeah, okay, right, let's keep going. So the next thing to do would be the UL, the unordered list, curly braces. So that's not active ID. So first thing we can do is list style type. Start spelling it right. List style type. Here we go. And we could say none. That's looking better. I'll just get rid of inspect. Great. So the next thing that we could do there, give it a margin 0. And we'll add some padding. I'm going to add the padding all around the whole thing. I'm just going to use some pixels, 10 of them, so not too much. Probably can't see too much difference there yet. Let's start sorting out our list items. Curly braces. So currently it's displaying in block, which is one under the other. All right, that's the default. But if we were to choose in line, this is what will happen. Cool. So I think it would be good to give it a bit of padding between each of these list items. So I need to sort of think, okay, what am I wanting to do to which part of the navigation? So if I hover over just each link, if I was to push those apart, that would be really helpful. So let's do that. Padding. So at the moment, I don't necessarily want it top and bottom. So I'll just see what this looks like. And let's give them 15 px. Save. Yep, that looks a bit better. Cool. Okay. If I wanted to, I could make these buttons. That'd be quite fun. And I could also style the A links. So to create a hover and a visited and an active and the colour. We might do that because that's kind of cool to do. Alright, so let's start styling A tags. Okay, so we're going to go A, just what do we want the colour to be all the time. What have I got? So I guess I'm wanting the colour that dark blue. So I better go and grab it. The dark purple, sorry. There it goes. Colour. And throw that in there. Cool. So that's just going to be the link colour. Then let's sort out if it's been visited. Curly braces. Well, the general colour for visiting, like if you were to think, you know, what do I see all the time, is often blue. So let's make it blue. We'll have to have a bit of a test and see whether it's going to show out against the colours that I've got. It's quite cool if when we are hovering that it becomes a particular colour. Oh well, let's make it go for this green, but then I think I'll change it to a bit of a dark green because that's quite bright. Yeah, okay. Make it green if you're hovering. And when it's active, so when you're in the process of clicking, Curly braces colour. Let's go. Better spell it correctly. Why is that not showing? Oh, what have I done? Put a space there. That's what's confused it. Right, there we go. Colour. Oh, let's make it pink. Oh, hover. Okay, we'll just adjust that slider. Oh yeah. Okay, let's save that. Go and have a wee look at what this is going to look like. Alright, all my links have been visited. You can see as I hover over them, they turn green, and when I'm clicking, that's going to turn pink. Oh, it's an unlinked page. Cool, so that's quite good. Now, if I was to test in a different browser, and this is really good to do, Firefox is great. Doesn't hold on to the cookies, so we should get the colours that we are really wanting. So, yeah, it's that sort of purpley colour, unless it's been visited. You can see as a hover, it's green, that's a really good colour, and if I am active, so I'm pushing the button, it's that hot pink. Cool. Okay. Let's make a border before I disappear and let you loose. What are we going to make the border around? Well, I'm guessing that would be the link. And what are we going to do? So let's write border. We'll get the spelling. Now, there's 3 things that we need to tell the border, 3 instructions. We need to say, how thick is it going to be? I'm going to go EMs again. I want to try 0.1 EM. So it's probably quite narrow. And do I want it solid, dotted, double-lined? I'm going to go for solid. And, I better put a colour in, hadn't I? I'm going to use the same colour as that link, because it's also the text colour, so it all sort of fits in. And let's see what's happened. Oops. On there. Oh, I've got something that Visual Code doesn't like. Oh, that hasn't happened. Bother. It's because there's some errors. I will need to go and ascertain what they are. If I click at the bottom here, all colons expected. Oh, what have I done? Colon. I want colons there. Hang on, just one moment, caller. Okie dokie, a little bit of debugging, and I've gone, oh, I have put colons in between my 3 instructions for the border, telling it to be 0.1 EMs, telling it to be solid, and telling it the colour that I want the border to be. So let's just check whether that is, well, there we go, it has worked. Now, how do I add a radius? Because that would be cool to have curved corners. So, and actually I want that a bit thicker, so that's really little. I probably also want it like that. We also want to throw a bit of padding in it so that it looks a bit bigger. Let's do that. 0.3 EMs. Now, what we're going to do is enter in border. Oh, there it goes, radius. And basically we need to do a bit of guessing. So if we tried, I don't know, 10 px, so here I am changing my measurements, but that's okay. And let's do a, oh yeah, that's looking a bit better. Looks like I need to push things down a bit, give a bit of padding between the elements. So let's just inspect. Okay, so my UL is quite narrow. No, yeah, that's good. I'll click on that. Yeah, I need a bit of margin. I need margins between each of these buttons. So let's try that out. Let's list items. So, and I haven't done any margins. So let's click some in. And, oh, that's an interesting question. Are we going to do them all around or not? Let's see what it looks like. All right, that's the list item. Need to give us a bit of space here. What if we add 1 EM here? Cool, that's looking better. I think it needs a bit more space for those list items. So the padding for the list items, let's just look again. So I'm just kind of scrolling through here. Oh, maybe we need the A tags to have the padding. Well, just check this first. Top, bottom, left, right. Okay, top and bottom can be 1.3. We could do that with 1. We'll check what that looks like. So lots and lots of testing going on here. Sorry, this is, oh yeah, that looks better. Cool. I could change the background color of these buttons. That could look good. Background color. Ooh, what color am I going to choose? Oh, let's keep within these purples, but let's hover and make it a lightish color. See what that looks like. Possibly going to be a shocker. Anyway. Oh, okay, not too bad. Possibly tone it down a bit. Anyway, you get the idea. Have a good play around. It's good fun doing the styling for the nav, I reckon. And let me pause myself. Oh, that's the longest by far. Stop.